All right. Hello and welcome to the Dry Run Podcast. My name is Sam. I am here digitally alongside Tim and Nathaniel.
Yo, yo,
This
ayo.
is like the
Hey,
first time you
guys.
get to see our faces. I don't think we did headshots for this, so
Oh, I put headshots online.
I didn't actually know that we were
that
doing a
made me
Zoom meeting. I would have
deeply
like shaved my
uncomfortable for a
face. I have a
second
hair.
when I thought you were serious. I was just like, oh God, what fucking picture did he use?
No, I didn't do that.
I literally have a haircut tomorrow, and of course,
Though the people have been asking for it. I've been
Yeah.
getting emails left and right. What do you guys
Begging.
look like?
I'm in no haircut again gang, hashtag unhashtag. So I don't think I can ever get a haircut again in my life.
Ooh, I like that.
So
That's
get
cool.
one for the both of us.
Speaking of people reaching out and asking what we look like, if you have a question for us, feel free to reach out at dryrunpod@gmail.com. The emails have been flying in, but we always respond to them. So,
I'm pointing at the on-screen text. It's right there.
yep.
click this link.
I don't know why I
Is it
pointed
on-
with like two fingers, like I was trying to finger blast it, but that's okay.
Yeah, so Thanksgiving, guys. It is
Yeah.
Thanksgiving this Thursday, aka this morning, if you're watching this.
Happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day 2020. Turkey is canceled. Everyone needs to
Yeah,
call their loved ones.
Turkey is medium canceled, and I just read an article a little bit before we sat down here about how there is actually a surplus of large turkeys this year and a shortage of small turkeys. So they made the turkeys too fat, not thinking about the fact that nobody was going to gather for COVID. They had
no.
all year to think about how fat they're going to make their turkeys. Apparently they can control this, wildly, I don't know, maybe they just like kill them young if they want small ones. But yeah, they made too many big ones. They made too many big ones, and they're going to be cooking up not enough small ones, and now they're trying to come up with I don't know, more like takeout options. Apparently, they're working with food producers to try to figure out how to package them to try to encourage people to sell them, and that's great. But boy, do we waste food in this country. I feel like the easier answer is to be like, why don't we just not kill the large turkeys and save them till next year when there might be a Thanksgiving?
That is fair. It's probably more expensive to keep them alive that long than to just kill them.
Oh God, it probably is.
Yeah. What if they get too smart and they revolt? You got to kill them when they're fat and dumb.
Big Bird revolt.
What's more horrifying is how much longer the fucking leftovers are gonna last this year.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe there wouldn't be any leftovers because people would like just make less food, and then people would, they'd eat it and they'd be depressed, so they'd eat more. And
I like Thanksgiving, and then I like going back for seconds later on in the evening. And then after that, I don't want to see turkey like ever again, but it always lasts,
Really?
leftovers always last like, at least a week.
I love the cold turkey sandwiches, like on a little roll. That's like
on a roll, or if you buy like a cheap baguette and just bake that in the oven, put that on there. Shit, it's incredible.
I get so sick of leftovers like really fast, I think, unless it's spaghetti.
I'm usually not a leftovers guy. I can eat leftover pizza and like a meal if it's the same day, but
I actually hate leftover spaghetti. I feel like it just completely, especially because like if it's like restaurant spaghetti, it's got fucking like 2 sticks of butter in it, and just like all like the fat and the oils like redistribute like while it's like cold, and then you try to heat it up, God forbid, in a microwave, and it just like it's not the same. The noodles come out a little soggy. Sometimes they like cook a little more in there. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. I'm not talking about restaurant spaghetti. I'm talking about like homemade spaghetti.
Homemade.
Yeah, just make like a big old vat of that.
Yeah.
That's my jam personally.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, I'm gonna miss the Thanksgiving leftovers, but it's a different time. 2020. Hopefully we're all
Yeah.
staying home and all that. If, as you can notice, if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it to the normal format, we are doing a live, well, not live, but a Zoom recording of the episode as our Thanksgiving special to try to, get people to, not see their family in person and maybe do a Zoom thing. Zoom is doing this thing this
I'm
year
glad this is
where
coming out on Thanksgiving, so it'll definitely affect people's decision making.
that's true.
It'll be
And
like, oh shit, I already booked my plane
Oh,
ticket.
I shouldn't have fucking done that.
and Zoom is doing this special
Uh-oh,
thing
Gam's
where
got a cough.
Saying that about a week and a half later, unfortunately, in some
oh
families.
god, it's fucked up. But yeah, Zoom is doing this thing where all Zoom calls are free. Typically, if you just use the free version, it cuts off after 40 minutes if you have more than 2 people in the meeting. But for Thanksgiving, they're trying to get people to do a Zoom Thanksgiving. It's honestly a very smart business idea by Zoom, which has
Yeah, it's a
been
good
more
good way to
prominent
reel
in our
them
lives.
in. If it, a lot of people would be like, I really like this. I can't believe I'm not going to be able to use it for free after today for more than 40 minutes.
Yeah, spend
Gam is very
$4.99 a
slow.
month, and you can do it all the time.
Yeah, and for those watching via video, I don't know if I sound any different, so if you're just on audio, maybe you haven't noticed, but I've been attempting to wear a mask for as much of this as possible because I'm waiting on the second of 2 COVID tests. I was exposed to a person who tested positive
Dun,
after the
dun,
fact,
dun.
and I was hanging out with them for a little bit, and by a little bit I mean like a half of a weekend. So I got the first test after maybe like 5 days after I initially saw them for the first time, and that came back negative. Second one is like 8 or 9 days after I initially saw them, and I'm waiting on that. But
You have no symptoms yet?
no symptoms. I mean, I think it's going to come back negative.
Yeah,
And
probably.
I guess fingers crossed. I guess we'll find out next episode if I'm going. But
Um,
that's the crazy thing though, right? Is that so last week I was longboarding in the rain and I hit a
what?
divot. I was going to go get I was going to go get an Italian beef from Chicago's Taste Authority, and I went and got it. It was like pouring rain out. My car still wasn't back yet. I hadn't gone to pick it up. They called me later that day and they said it was ready, but I like my car was gone. It was in the shop, and so I longboarded to the place. And as I was coming back, I was coming past the YMCA that's like a block and a half away or whatever, and I just like ate shit and took a digger just so hard on the longboard. Just like my wheel caught like a wheel sized divot, and I just fell
What,
face
really? Holy
first.
shit.
Yeah, and I like skinned both my palms, and I definitely cracked a
What?
rib. It
When
took me
did
a
this
long time.
happen?
This
You have a cracked rib right now?
I definitely have a cracked rib. I just didn't want to
But
be a
was this it?
baby and
Wait, I'm
make a
sorry.
big
Did you
deal
say that?
about it. But so during the beginning of this, I kept being like, "Oh God, I have tightness of the chest," and then I'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's only on the one side where I fell really really hard on the street." But so when I fell, this woman, this poor woman saw me.
Yes.
She was like in her car and. She she got out of her car and she's just like, oh my God, are you okay? Like she was like probably like worked at the Y or something. And my first response was to like look around and be like, I'm totally fine, but my sandwich is fucked.
Oh, it was
because
after the sandwich?
yeah, so I was
You
carrying
picked
the
it up?
sandwich home and I did land on the sandwich. And
Oh
so
my God, I would have paid to see that. Probably looks so funny.
oh
That
my
was going to be
God.
my question was, did anyone see you fall?
Yeah, one woman saw me fall and she
Ah.
heard me yell, "Fuck!" when I fell because again, I thought I destroyed my sandwich. I got up and I was inspecting my sandwich, and she's like, "Hey, your board is 30 feet away down the road," and she was right. And so I went and got my board, and then I went home, and it was kind of one of those things where like you still have like the adrenaline going, and so like I don't know, my hands were all skinned up, and at the time I was like, oh, my hands are so sore, that's the thing. But then as the night went on, it became like, oh my god, one side of my body just really hurts, like, and then like I kept waking up in the middle of the night from it because I would like turn a little bit and it would just be like like just a flash of
Ouch.
8 or 9 out of 10 pain, but then it would go away. And
Did it feel
like,
like you were like a stabbing pain, like you were getting stabbed, kind of? Or
yeah,
like,
it was like a really intense like ache. Like it definitely wasn't like a burn or
And
anything.
when was this?
This would have been,
Like last week?
yeah, this was,
2 weeks
yeah,
ago? Or I guess you've
this
been gone for a
this
week, but
this was on, yeah,
2 weeks ago?
like Wednesday last week. Yeah. Or
Or
yeah,
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, that I can imagine being, looking out for COVID symptoms, having tightness of chest must have been freaked out. I myself had like freaked myself out even without contact. Like, I don't know, just like eating a piece of shitty pizza and being like, this doesn't taste like anything. What is going on? And then it's like, oh, it's just bad pizza.
Yeah, it's just,
It's just
low
cardboardy
quality.
pizza.
oh, that's right. It's Jack's. I forgot.
Yeah. But it's just like, oh my God, I can't taste anything. But I can taste stuff.
Yeah, and the friend who, for for their consideration, I'll keep it anonymous. But the friend who got exposed, and who exposed me, they actually cannot taste right now. They can't taste or smell like anything, and they said that was how they became pretty convinced that they had it, and then it came back positive. But so yeah, if you
Yeah, that's like a
suddenly
pretty
lose.
unique symptom of this one.
Your ability to like enjoy your food. I mean, at least you'll lose a few pounds if you survive.
Is that his only symptom right now?
It's Fauci's new diet. Sorry, what?
I'm on the Fauci diet. Just wear a mask 24/7. I can't even eat.
Yeah, I just kind of like pour my liquids through it. They dribble.
Is that his only symptom though? Is that he can't?
No, he had pretty like low blood oxygen and all that jazz, and like a really really nasty cough. It wasn't, he actually did go to the hospital, and they told him that it wasn't dangerously low, so they just told him to get a pulse oximeter, which you can get for like
how does he
$20.
know his blood oxygen is low without?
He didn't know that.
Oh, the doctor
that was
told
what
him.
they
Okay.
that was what they checked. He just
Got
knew that
it.
he was having trouble breathing. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this shit is real, people. It he is a man in good health who is like our age, and he's 29, and he had to go stop by the hospital for this. He has asthma, which I guess you could say is like a risk factor, but
Yeah, that could be
a lot of people have asthma, so
Yeah, I did as a boy. I don't think I do anymore. As a boy, meaning as a child.
As a boy.
it's like when Henry said the STD skipped a generation.
Oh, Henry.
Speaking of cracked ribs, I'm pretty sure I cracked my rib body boxing Jamin. Like
What,
4 years
recently?
ago.
Oh, I was
No,
like,
no.
what?
It was like, but like literally every breath I took, it felt like I was
Every
getting just
breath
stabbed,
I
like just right in the
took.
side. Oh, it was terrible. And that literally lasted like a month, like over a month.
Yeah,
It's like,
I think whatever I've got is kind of mild, because like I don't know, not that I look great with my shirt off, but I don't look fucked up with my shirt off. Like there's not like a like a giant purple bruise or anything. And honestly, I've heard you can't even go to the doctor for this. Like you go,
No,
yeah, they
there's
can't
no
really
tell you.
treat it.
they just tell you that it'll heal, and then they give you a bill for bugging them. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the
$225.
I think the
for the
thing
yeah,
is,
no shit.
the thing with a cracked rib is all they look at is make sure that your lungs are fine, but other than that, they can't do anything.
Yeah, make sure you don't have what they call pneumothorax.
What is that?
I think that's what they call it, where if a lung gets like punctured and there's air on the middle part of the lung that isn't supposed to be the bag. Can't remember what it's called. Might be. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck it's called. But it's lung air gets into a spot it's not supposed to get, because shit gets poked, and then you have to have a doctor. Then you have to have a doctor like uninflate it. There's some animal
my
that has a
God.
bad problem with that. Hedgehogs, I think it is. You ever see like hedgehog
Their shit gets
balloons?
poked.
Is
You
it
see like
because of
hedgehog
their
balloon syndrome?
is it because of their pins or whatever they're called?
No, they
Porcupine?
just I guess
The pokies.
they just have loose skin and like they'll get air trapped in like their skin somehow or some shit and like then
What?
some I wish that I could just like insert a Google image like right here to just I mean I guess we can do that, post prod, but I mean like yeah,
Ting!
hedgehog balloon syndrome. I swear to God, it's like
Hedgehog
a
balloon
thing.
syndrome? Right here.
Da, 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 da.
We're both pointing at it on my screen, but it
Yep,
probably
Tim just
not.
needs to point and it'll go away. Nope.
Nope, down.
Down at the middle of the. All right.
Okay.
Bing! It's gone.
There, now it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Turkey Day.
Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving. It's been a pretty shitty year. I think
Got a lot to be thankful for this year.
yeah, I think a lot of families are also
Just kidding.
thankful that they don't have to have like, large group discussions about how
The
everybody
political
feels about
landscape. Yeah.
how everybody
Right.
feels about the election.
It's a blessing that this all happened on an election year, just for Thanksgiving being canceled. You know?
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
if there was, I mean, I've said this before, but if there was one Thanksgiving, or I mean, one holiday that gets canceled, my first bet would be, or my first vote would be for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving sucks, dude. It's in the same month as Christmas, and just like the holiday season, it's like, why do we need to do it twice in a month span?
Well, it is weird that like I mean, obviously Christmas has become perverted too, and a lot of people would rightly argue that in many ways it's no longer the season of giving, it's the season of buying and showing off what you can get for somebody, and it's the season of getting. But like even if it wasn't like that, it's just like Thanksgiving, and even without Black Friday, is just like this like intense like overconsumption, just like be thankful by and I realize that there are, of course, families that struggle to feed themselves every year, Thanksgiving or not.
Like
But I mean,
this year for sure.
yeah, but there are a lot of people who, I mean, we are lucky enough to be thankful by stuffing our faces, which is a very strange and kind of perverse, backward thing.
Yeah,
Um,
it's actually most holidays are the backbone of them are eating food, like Fourth of July, uh, Valentine's Day, Halloween. It's all like an excuse to eat specific types of food, like in
do you
excess.
get Italian food on Valentine's Day, or do you just have to eat like
I just meant
sexy,
like
rich,
chocolate hearts
fatty
is
food?
chocolate hearts
Oh,
is what I was
Candy
thinking of.
corn,
or buttholes, chocolate
Yeah,
buttholes.
chocolate hearts and
butthole.
buttholes are the on the menu for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, a little bit of ass play this February. We've been bored this year. No, it
Um,
hasn't been. It would be wrong to say that it's been a boring year, because even when you're sitting doing nothing, how can you be bored when you're watching the world fall apart around
Yeah,
you?
how can you be
I
bored when you're
mean,
terrified?
yeah, I uh, really thought that there was a sizable chance that, Trump would win the election. Now I'm just hoping that there's not a sizable chance that he's going to like stage some kind of coup. It doesn't look like he's, I don't know,
I
based
don't
on what
think
I've
he
seen,
can.
based
No.
on what I've seen with the states coming back, it doesn't look like it looks like I have thought too highly of the commander in chief. I thought he could do things that he cannot do. So I'm a little relieved about
Well,
that.
I think one of the big things is it's like not even close. So like if it was close, he could maybe try some shit, but like he flips a couple states, he's still losing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I mean and of course they have the right to do it, within whatever the laws of that
Like
particular state's recount
Georgia
policy
recount,
are.
absolutely, it's so close. But like the other one, like Pennsylvania, you're down a whole percentage point. Chill the fuck out, you
Yeah.
lost.
Well, and his campaign has to
2 hours
pay for
ago,
it anyway, so it's kind of just like I'm not, if they want to do it, fuck it, let them do it.
2 hours ago from the Hill, the General Services Administration has informed President-elect Joe Biden and his team that the Trump administration is ready to begin the transition process.
Oh, sick.
So the GSA, which is also the department that like auctions off like shit from like drug lords and stuff. The General Services Administration. Yeah, I guess they handle the handoff stuff. I didn't know that, but I read that as well. But they also
news to me. I'm glad I heard it.
Yeah.
Also where you go for those federal government auctions.
I guess he tweeted that he had asked his administration to begin the transition, though he did not concede his loss to Biden and said he would keep fighting. I have the tweets right here if you want. Do you want me to read them?
Sure. Yeah, and
it says,
for the listener, this is recorded 3 days from Thanksgiving, so it's still pretty recent news. So if you haven't heard, here we go.
I want to thank I want to thank Emily Murphy at GSA for her steadfast dedication and loyalty to our country. She has been harassed, threatened, and abused, and I do not want to see this happen to her, her family, or employees of GSA. Our case strongly continues, all caps, strongly. We will keep up the good fight, and I believe we will prevail. Prevail! Nevertheless, in the best interest of our country, I am Oh, come on. How can you say that now? Nevertheless, in the best interest of our country, I am recommending that Emily and her team do what needs to be done with regard to initial protocols and have my team do the same. So that was the tweet.
I can't afford to lose any more money. That's what I hear. I just hear he's
yeah, it's all about the bottom line.
He's been told he's going to be bankrupted once he leaves office by legal things, and he cannot rack up any more that involve him possibly getting treason charges. Because I don't know
the $8 million for the Wisconsin recount.
I remember when Obama was in office, there were people even in Minnesota who at these crazy town halls voiced their concerns that if Obama lost or if Obama, ran out his second term, that he was going to try to do something illegal to stay in power. Yeah. Not only did that not even...
all over Fox News.
It did not even come close to happening. No. We are actually seeing that happen now.
I think within
like 2 hours... a motherfucker who is refusing to leave fucking office. I mean, granted, his time is not up yet. I understand that, but
crazy.
No, wasn't it within 2 days? He sat down with Trump.
Yeah, because he's a civil human being. He was not perfect, but my
2
God,
days or like 2 hours.
Even Hillary Clinton with the whole Russiagate thing, she conceded to him the next morning.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
it's just something you do.
I mean that. Yeah, the count wasn't
she's a
done
big
then.
Kid, man. They don't need. It's just like, well, that's the thing is he doesn't seem. I don't know, is this? I don't know. When is it going to be his Emperor's new clothes moment? Like, when is the moment where he's finally able to feel embarrassment?
When he turns into a llama. Oh, that's Emperor's New Groove.
I was like, fuck, I do not remember that part of the fucking story.
I saw that movie. I think that's the first movie I saw in theaters when I was a kid, and I got Milk Duds. End of story.
Was that do you remember that because that's the last time that you ever bought Milk Duds?
It might be, honestly.
Milk Duds are good, but half of the boxes you get are like stale and shit.
Yeah, and it gets stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, they get stuck in your teeth. So
regardless, they get stuck in your teeth.
Halfway through the box, you're like, does anyone else want these Milk Duds? I don't know. I could eat. You know what is good? The little snack size Milk Duds.
Yeah, you just.
That's a good amount.
Dump them in your mouth and you get like.
Are you talking about like the Halloween size where it's literally just like 3 or 4 of them? Dude, honestly,
that's the perfect amount.
One of those like rare candies, Pokemon reference not intended, that you get like on Halloween where it's just like, it's not a Milky Way, it's not a Snickers, it's not one of these standard, nougat and chocolate bars. It's something different. And like, it's like the people who would give like, the little mini boxes of hot tamales, or sometimes the house that would give big ass boxes of hot tamales, and you're just like,
one day I'll be just like you.
Yeah, I confess I did not give candy to children this year on Halloween.
I've never given candy to
all
children.
of us were actually out of town.
Yeah, we actually spoke on it on our last episode, I believe, where we were dressed up for Halloween. Released November 18th, I think it was, but we were all dressed up. It was Halloween in the moment. This is actually a big moment. It's the only episode we haven't really talked about Halloween, which was a theme for a good month and a half.
And unfortunately,
And you would think that when we were dressed in costume that perhaps that was the one we'd do our first video version of this, but no, we don't think too
predictable
much into this.
We do it differently here at Dry Run.
I don't even remember what costume I was wearing.
You were dressed as a priest with translucent robes.
That's right. Yeah. That was I don't know. I do this thing where I sort of like pivot costumes based on what I have. Like I've done this a few years in a row. I just like kind of pivot concepts and then I end up with something that I have to explain, and most costumes that you have to explain are not good costumes.
Hey, wait, hold on. That's every costume I've ever had.
A costume that is a reference that only some people are going to get is a little bit different than a costume nobody is going to get because it's not actually from something.
Yeah. When
like
you
a made up character, you know.
Yeah, when you meet that one person that knows your obscure costume, you're like, we're friends now.
Hold on, I got
Halloween
wow,
costume
what is
award.
this? Oh shit.
Hey, Monica.
That was my girlfriend Monica. That says kind of hard to read, but best costume ever worn. I won that award this year. I just want everyone to see it.
He did. It's true.
He wear the mask.
He was
Dr. Disrespect.
And he looked a lot like him.
His Dr. Disrespect costume was really good. Actually, did you enter that costume contest?
No.
Oh, dude, you really should have, because he was giving away like a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah, it was like he was giving away like $100,000 or something. I might be exaggerating, but it was thousands.
Dude, that could have been
that.
That could have been huge for the podcast. Put that all back into the podcast.
Put that all into next year's costume, dude.
It's like when I was in a
$100,000 costume.
It's like when I was in a band in fucking 8th grade and tried to like get everybody to pitch in on my new mic. And then of course they came back. Yeah, it was fucked up. And then they came back and they're like, "Hey, I was gonna get new guitar strings this weekend. Can I send you the share, your share of the bill?" And then I thought, okay, I'm an asshole.
Was that the May Explode days?
That may have been May Explode. It could have been some incarnation of that. The worst part was it was a really cheap wireless mic that doesn't work anymore, but I still have it because it's hilarious. It has rhinestones like taped on up the fucking side of it, and then it has like zebra print fabric glued around the stem of it.
That sounds like a relic of the past, along with the band name May Explode.
Yeah, it is some true cringe. I think that microphone, when it became that, I think that was when I tried to get into the whole, I don't even want to fucking say it, dude.
Wait, what? I want to hear.
When I tried to get into making scenecore rap.
Well, dude, yeah, let's drop a hot 16 right now.
I'm not dropping anything in regards to that. I was privileged enough to open for the game once in my life, and I did not get there by telling anybody that I dabbled in scenecore.
Oh Lord, that's pretty funny.
It's pretty embarrassing.
What is I don't know if we want to get into this, but I definitely want to get into this. What is scenecore? Like what? That's like Hollywood, like
a Hollywood Undead knockoff, basically.
It's like
I think
scene kids and hardcore. I don't know.
It's like with maybe less guitar, because that would make it like a direct knockoff. You know how like when a band finds something and then everybody else makes a genre by ripping that band off, like they did to like Flogging Molly and Dropkick Murphys, and now there's like Celtic punk. I feel like that's what happens with a lot of these like fancy subgenres, is that one person or group has a great idea and then a bunch of other people rush to like basically replicate that sound and rip it off. um I mean, I'd be interested to find out who like the original electro swing person was, because
Electro swing is dope as fuck.
yeah, and I'm sure that there was one person, who started it, and then a bunch of people like ripped off their swag. And it's not to say that they don't do it good. It's just like that's really weird how like whole genres spring up literally by people being like, I really like this band.
Yeah, it's true. Genre defining music.
So you were ripping off the scene core swag.
Yeah, I was attempting to, this was also back when I did not have money for things like wigs, but I was attempting to like look into things like, like long wigs. Dude, it was definitely like a glam thing, dude. It was like a femme thing.
Long wigs.
Yeah, dude, it was
80s
like
80s hair metal look.
yeah, like, well, in the 80s hair metal like look, I think it's interesting because Judas Priest is like, that's the only one of them where the head is like actually an out gay man, but like a lot of them dressed like out gay men. And I mean, like gay men have contributed so much in the way of men being able to wear what they want, in particular like in public and on stage. And it's just funny because like I keep thinking about how like I always wanted hair that I could do weird shit with and like that like stuck out really long. And my hair is now the longest it's ever been in my life. And
Really?
yeah, and DJ Tails, uh my cringe character, that could make a comeback.
That was
I
your
thought
name, DJ Tails.
that was my name.
I liked it. It reminds me of Sonic.
Did
And
you have
That
like
was
big,
it.
like
Yeah,
long pigtails?
that was the bid. But there's also kind of like this weird underlying subcurrent where I feel like a lot of people think that you know what shipping is?
No.
like, you mean like in TV shows when you want two characters to like
Yes.
be in a relationship?
Oh,
Yes.
I do know what that is. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
when fans
It's like
get really,
fantasy.
yeah, fans get really into deciding that two characters should be together, and at its worst, they bully the creators of the show to make it happen. Um, I feel like where was I going with this? What the
I
fuck was
feel like that was my second most embarrassing phase of my life.
Yeah, no. I feel like
That's
people
super into
ship
shipping.
Tails as like the bottom to Sonic.
What? Yeah, I
You
guess
feel
maybe.
like they do. You know they do. You
Well,
wouldn't say that if you
I
didn't know.
have read
honestly, I think Sonic might be
posts
the
back
bottom.
also in middle school where I knew this was happening, and I did not choose it because I wanted to be the bottom to Sonic. I chose it because I envisioned myself having long hair that I could do like weird French braid shit with,
And Sonic
I
could just grab and
which is maybe
I
a little feminist self, but fuck it. I mean,
I honestly think that Sonic might be the bottom because he's always telling people, "Gotta go fast." Like he's telling them to like go faster.
interesting.
No.
isn't that what is a power bottom?
So you think "gotta go
Power
fast" is
bottom.
not "gotta go fast" is actually a command, and
Yeah,
not
exactly.
a
He's saying, "Gotta go fast." A power bottom is a bottom that generates the power, and
yeah. I think it's
What are they
kind of
like trying to
like
like light up a light bulb or
the
what?
top
no.
doesn't have to
The
move.
top doesn't have to move, and the bottom
Oh, so
is.
Sonic would be like a speed bottom. Like I don't know how much power he has, but he could
I think it
probably.
depends on how many Chaos Emeralds he's collected.
It's true, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
The jackhammer.
I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna step away for a moment. You guys keep talking, and I'll be right back to start our segment. It'll be like 30 seconds. Just give me a second.
Mm.
This is like the worst topic to like be like, all right, keep talking. I'm gonna leave.
I'm just gonna go off screen really quick.
Keep talking about Sonic being a power bottom.
Yeah. No, I wish we could get Benny Schwad away in on this one. The voice of Sonic in the Sonic movie, which I thought was never going to happen. I
Oh
thought
yeah,
that after his teeth were shown and everybody flipped out, that they were just gonna call it quits. They didn't. They put an enormous amount of money into fixing his teeth,
yeah.
and that movie I think sold pretty good.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was the first. I think I actually mentioned this on this podcast before. God, people must think we just have like the smallest lives, but uh, was that the first fresh rated video game adaptation? I think it was. Like got
I
like
think it very well may
60%.
have been. I think it's
The
definitely the
first well
highest
received
grossing. Yeah.
video game adaptation.
At least the first one people didn't hate. I mean,
What the hell?
you're back and you're wearing a tie.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's better than what I thought you were going to be wearing. I thought you were going to either be in some kind of questionable pilgrim outfit or some kind of questionable native outfit.
Did you just did you shave your face, or did you always have that dirt rainbow above your lip?
Yeah, I don't know. I shaved this area recently.
No, like just now.
Wait, like did
No,
you like
I did not
literally
shave.
step away and
No. I had it the whole time. I put the tie on, I put the glasses on, which is a perfect look for our next segment, even though my tie, I tied it moments ago and it's pretty shitty knot. But anyway, we will go into our segment where I will share my screen. Hopefully nothing embarrassing comes up when I do this. Let's see.
Filipinas.
All right, you guys ready?
Excuse me, Philippine X.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, what the hell?
What is?
I almost just
That's not what I want.
Party.
Uh-oh.
I'm kind of feeling tears welling up, man.
Yeah, good.
Why?
Because Alex Trebek fucking died.
That is the reasoning for this segment.
Did?
Wait, what? Really? You didn't know Alex Trebek died?
I did.
So Alex Trebek died.
You
He's a big influence on me. I love Jeopardy or Jeopardy, the Dry Run Pod Thanksgiving special. But yeah, Alex Trebek was fantastic, and it's a huge loss. But I figured we could honor him this Thanksgiving with a fun Jeopardy game.
I do recommend that if you haven't seen his swear blooper reel, you should definitely check it out because it's pretty funny. He had quite a mouth on him when he messed up his promos.
Really? I haven't seen
yeah. Oh no, it's hilarious. He would like start talking, and then he would be like, "You stupid motherfucker!" Like.
That's awesome.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, there's one where he's like, "Oh yeah, and you can get this by watching Jeopardy 24/7." Then he stops and he's like, "You stupid motherfucker! You don't watch Jeopardy 24/7."
That's awesome. Yeah, so Jeopardy, I figured it's a good way to get our minds off of the current state of things and the global pandemic we're all living in. So let's see our categories. First, we start off with pandemics, video games, podcasts, LA, where every one of the answers starts with the letters LA.
LA space or
Noir for Noir-vember. We're in November, so it is Noir-vember. And finally, holidays.
We've literally talked about LA Noir.
So contestants Tim and Nathaniel, let's hear a fun Jeopardy fact about yourself. Something embarrassing where I can come down there and talk about it.
All right, I've got one. I've really never been into Jeopardy. I'm not gonna lie. Never been into it. Never watched it for like hours on end. Like I feel like a lot of other people have. So
cool. Well,
that's my embarrassing fact.
Stimulants help.
I think I do know how it's played.
So pretty much
you just like pick a tile.
You pick a category with a number value, and then you have to answer what is or who is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes.
And for you, Tim, let's hear about you.
Well, let's see. An
embarrassing.
embarrassing fact about
It doesn't
me.
have to be embarrassing. It's kind of like
One other than scene core rapper. I used to be a scene core rapper.
I had 4 pairs of shoes
I guess
show
Tim
up
already did.
this week. That's pretty embarrassing.
You bought 4 pair?
Yes.
Can you look at the camera and say that?
Yes, I bought 4 pairs of shoes this week. I'm not keeping them all. One thing, though, that I did want to highlight is that as a kid, I always wanted a pair of Bape shoes. And even if I don't get to keep them, and I probably won't keep this pair, I at least get to say that I fulfilled my teen dream of having a pair of Bape shoes.
You can say, I got me some bathing apes.
I got me some
bathing
apes.
All right.
They're not Bapes, though, sadly.
Oh. Well, it is time to pick our first question. Not sure who wants to start. First person to give a thumbs up. All right, Tim. It's up to you. It's on you.
I'll take Pandemics for 800.
Pandemics for 800.
Holy shit, this works?
In November 2020, this U.S. Senate Majority Leader broke the Senate for Thanksgiving, while millions of Americans go hungry and face eviction.
Ding.
Can we both?
Oh, yeah. The first person to say ding gets to answer.
Okay.
Ding.
Okay.
Who is Mitch McConnell?
That is correct. I don't know how the point system's going to work. This is going to be a nightmare at the end. But anyway, Tim, you got that.
I was going to say, you got like this really cool setup here, and then like the one thing it can't do is capture points for us. Like...
Yeah, or disappear the questions that were already asked. So now it's still there. All right,
Oh, no.
So Tim, it's still your board.
Let's take Pandemics for 1,000, Alex. I mean, Sam.
Pandemics for 1,000. This dark milestone was recently passed in the number of American COVID-19 deaths.
Ding. Oh,
Nathaniel?
Wait. What is 250,000 deaths?
That is correct. 250,000 people have died from coronavirus in the United States as of Monday of
Quick question,
Thanksgiving week.
Why do you have to say what is before things?
You just have to frame it in the question. I don't know. It's the
I would
rules.
love to look up why later, but I've never known why. I just know
can
that
just say what is and then the answer. Like for everything?
And if you don't frame it as a question, they'll wait for you to fix it, and you can
Alex
fail.
will be like, and then it goes, yeah.
He'll be like,
right,
no,
motherfucker, fuck.
Different game.
Nathaniel, that is correct. You get to pick a tile.
Ooh, unfortunately, I can't see any of the middle tiles because I have my phone duct taped to my screen for the camera.
That's fine.
It's podcasts in LA.
Oh, let me get. Wait. Oh, podcast in LA okay. Let me get video games for 1,000.
Video games for 1,000.
I gotta take these from Tim.
These 3 games were released for Xbox 360 by a popular fast food joint. Name 2 of these titles. Oh, I spelled these wrong. These is titles.
Oh God.
Feces.
2 of them. 2 of them.
2 of the titles.
Fuck, dude.
Oh shit.
We went to get these.
What
games.
if I get one? I know. We got these games. I know one. So
let's hear it.
Okay. Ding. What is Sneaky King? I want to say.
Wait, hold on.
That's close.
Sneaky. We'll take it. It's called Sneak King, but we'll take it.
And it's based on the fact that the king mascot is always being creepy and sneaking around.
Yep. Are you sure you don't have a second one?
I don't remember the second one.
All right. This is Tim's opportunity to steal half the points. Does he know another title?
Well, I know there's a bumper car game, and I'm pretty sure it's got the word bumper in it, but I have no idea beyond that. I'm pretty sure we secured the bag for like 2 out of 3 of these games, and they
Yeah.
were better than you'd think,
Yeah.
but not good enough to be full Xbox 360 games.
And they
No,
were
they're worth
from
like
Burger
$5.
King, to be clear on for the guests.
Yep, they're all King games.
Yeah, they
Wake
were
up with the King.
like a kids meal freebie, which is really cool actually. Like a fucking video game, like
So what Tim was referencing is called Big Bumpin'.
big
Um,
bumping.
And then the third game, which you guys are gonna groan when you hear this, Pocket Bike Racer.
What?
You don't remember
Pocket
that?
Bike Racer.
I remembered that when I read it. I was
don't
like,
remember
"Oh
that one.
shit!" All right, so
I don't
you
know
guys,
if I don't know if we acquired that one
I don't
between
think we did.
at least between your and I household, Sano, because I'm pretty sure I feel like you had Big Bumpin' and I had Sneak King, but I don't know.
Mhm.
I'll have to check my parents' house.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you a split on points. You each get 500 points.
I kind of wish we could like take a detour and talk about that King mask, but maybe we'll just come back to that another.
You can go for it. Go for it. King Mask. The
I mean, so
Prowler
I
in
don't
the
know if
Night.
anybody remembers like the King mascot, but like he was kind of an icon. I'm pretty sure he was like something from the 80s that they killed off for being weird, and then like they brought him back. Like I don't think when we saw him it was the first time, but they had this really
Yeah.
creepy king who would appear out of nowhere and not say anything, and he's just got like this static smile. And we actually acquired the mask. we got copies of the mask, and we had a lot of fun with that. That was a really good year for pranks and viral marketing for a company that was not paying us, and you know.
Yeah. We
Prowlers
got
in
we
the
got into
Night.
all sorts of antics. And I remember they were like pretty expensive, like for us, like being back in junior high. I think
Yeah, they were
like
20 bucks
40.
plus. They were 20
Were they
plus
20?
shipping. They were
Oh
20
yeah.
plus shipping, I think, and that was still a lot because we knew that they were what do you call it? Like they're like the vacuum seal, like really cheap, like plastic, like
Yeah.
you know. And actually, mine, Robert, I remember ended up actually stepping on it and crushing it, and then I went no, and then I threw it out.
Tim, do you want to maybe give the listener the Prowler in the Night story?
So I mean,
What
we had a lot of
what's the statute of limitations on that?
I think you're
I
good.
think it's long past. I mean, so we had a really good time with this mask and scaring people with it because part of the premise of these commercials, right, is that he pops out of nowhere, like he like literally like rises up out of stuff.
He
And
like
he's
creeps on people like
he's
a
just like
peeping Tom type
he
shit.
looks like a pervert.
They
Like
actually brought him back. He's in a. I was just watching. Remember we were watching football, Inga, and they had a King commercial.
Yeah, he is back.
He's back,
They've
baby.
re-signed him.
that's good. He's on for another tour of duty. But
I like to think he's just a person that is waiting for the call.
his only skill.
He just answers
is
the phone. He's like, just doesn't say
sitting there
anything.
in like
Like,
a stained fucking wife beater
"We need
shirt,
you back."
drinking a
He's just like,
fucking like Coors
click.
Light, just. But no, we figured out that you could really freak people out by being the king, and there was at least one couple that was like having sex or like making out in a car or something at like the junior high down the way, and like we tortured them for like 40 minutes, like
oh, I
because
mean,
they
like,
they
explain.
they couldn't go anywhere, and so
Oh
I
my
just kept
God.
I just
I
kept
don't remember it like that. 40
I remember
minutes.
I remember it was at least 20. It was a long time. I scaled around the car and I kept peeking back up and then going back down, rapping on the windows. But then, so this,
I remember you jumped on the hood.
couple. Well, no. So that wasn't
And
this
they, and,
couple.
and they
No,
were
no,
they
but
were
so there
like
was this
making
other.
out in a car.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
This
this was a different.
this was a fogged up car that we saw at the junior high parking lot, and I went and I tortured them for like at least a half hour.
Quit saying torture so lightly.
You're not physically.
Yeah, I
harm
mentally
them in any way.
tortured this poor young couple that was just trying to get it on, because I was not getting any and I was jealous. I mean, I think that's the honest answer here, right? But no, there was this other time where there was this couple having a serious conversation in a car, and I assumed that, because I was like a dumb kid, I was like, oh, they're about to get it on too, and I was like, nice, like another victim, and So I went a little further this time, and I was only in my boxers and the king mask, and I was otherwise completely naked.
And the red robe. You had a red robe on and
Okay,
boxers underneath.
okay. I had a red
But like it was
surplus
open. It was like
surplus
open.
graduation robe from like somebody else's high school class that we got at Goodwill
Yeah.
that we were using
I
for a
remember there were
king robe.
mothballs in that when we bought it. Or like there were moth eggs.
Oh God,
You
what the
remember that?
yeah, I do, but I didn't until now. Jesus, gross, fucking a. But no, I mean, I like went on there and I was like in like a king mask and my boxers and maybe the cape too. But like I like got up on the hood of their car and I did like some like Britney Spears shit. I like rolled around on the thing. I like rubbed my nipples. I
And
licked their
shaved your head.
I mean, post me too. None of this was acceptable. But I was also like, I was a kid. And they were
Yeah, we're like
definitely over
15.
18, and and I licked their windshield. I mean, I did everything sexual that I could think of that I knew was not like blatantly breaking the law. So there was no dick play and any of that like really
Dick
Oh
play.
God.
there was nothing completely unacceptable here, although it turned out that I broke the law. And I found out that I broke the law when I saw they had gotten on their phone with somebody inside the house, like a parent or something. And that parent was like on a different phone with I figured out it was the cops. They were on the phone with the cops. And I ran and I went around the block so they couldn't just trace me home because these people literally lived across the street and 2 houses down
We
from
were
me.
filming this, by the way. Do you remember that? We had video footage of this.
If we have video footage of it, it's probably still on a little tape somewhere, just waiting to be
Because
revealed.
that's why we did it. We did it for
Yeah, it was the era of Jackass.
and then
Yeah,
Jackass.
I'm trying to get really into getting our own. And honestly, that's the crazy thing is that, like if we have pushed ourselves a little harder, we could have been YouTube famous. Like we were right on the cusp, like of like before people could become successful YouTubers.
Dude,
Like we were putting
we have
things on
like
YouTube.
150,000 views on that squirrel prank.
Yeah,
Something like crazy
yeah.
like that.
I'm not going to point people to that, but you heard squirrel pranks. I'm sure you can
And
find
then
it.
Jackass.
Isn't that deleted now?
I might have pulled
No.
it down.
I think you did.
YouTube did not. They just refused to give me ad revenue for it because it was not family friendly, which I can get. But no,
You're bearing the lead of the the kicker of the story. The
so
Gazette.
yeah.
So you ran and then
So I went home. A couple days later, you know how like small towns, maybe every town does this, but small
no,
towns definitely do it. They have a section called like crime reports in
no.
like the
So
back of the paper.
yeah, no, so this is how we figured this out. I delivered the Stillwater Gazette.
Oh,
And
that's right.
and on the front page, on the bottom, on the right, actually no, I think it might have been the second page. There's an article
He
that
reads
said
his customers'
"Prowler in the
papers.
Night." It said "Prowler in the Night," and it was a word for word description of what you had done. They're like a prowler, like almost nude prowler in a mask with like tormented a couple or something.
Did it say it was a king mask?
It didn't say. I don't think it said a king mask. It said a masked prowler. But literally
I hope one or both members of this couple, or the couple that was having sex at the junior high, I hope they hear this somehow, and I hope they reach out and tell me how mad they are.
I
And that's the
also
only way we're going to move forward.
I think we know who that was. I won't say it
I
on the air, but I'm pretty
I
sure we know who
I
actually that
also
was.
hope that they know who the king was, and then
I'm gonna text you about that later.
every commercial they saw after that just made them relive the moment.
Well, no, I mean, I like to think
PTSD every time the
this
fucking
like
King
comes up
commercial
at
comes on.
parties. Like this one time, I was with my ex-boyfriend, because they're not together anymore. They're just not. But I was with my ex-boyfriend, and this really weird thing happened. I almost think he orchestrated it.
Oh boy! All right,
Back to Jeopardy.
I forget who answered, but if someone
We
wants
both
to pick a tile,
we both got 500.
first one to pick a tile.
LA for 1,000.
LA for 1,000. Give me a sec. Gotta get to my. I have written notes for this because
So you don't have to put the answer upside down in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. So LA for 1,000. In this family, wait, that's not right. What the fuck? The Derek and the Domino. This Derek and the Dominoes song was featured in Martin Scorsese's 1990 film Goodfellas, specifically the piano exit played during the death montage.
This is so much harder than the last 1,000-point question. I just want to say this is like.
And remember, with the LA, every answer starts with the letters LA.
La Bamba. What is La Bamba?
What is La Cucaracha?
Bring the death montage.
La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha.
La Muerta. What is La Muerta?
No, the correct answer is Layla.
What is Layla? Oh, the delay there. I said that at the same time that I heard
I thought Layla was spelled differently.
Nope. And we'll take a moment for the listener to hear the song. I got it queued up right here.
Okay, while we do that, I might take a moment to empty my catheter bag, if that's okay.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Your catheter bag.
All right, here we go. You ready?
His stoma. I'm so glad I continued practicing.
Oh, here it goes.
So, serious question for you.
Yeah.
Is this before or after his kid fell out of a window?
Scorsese?
No.
Wait, what?
I thought Layla was an Eric Clapton song.
Oh, I don't know.
It might be. Is. Got me on my knees, Layla. Great. I've said something terrible about a famous person's dead toddler, all in the time it took Nathaniel to piss.
Yeah, I think it is actually.
And I was so stupid that I didn't realize that it already said who the band was, and it's not.
No,
Eric
it isn't.
Clapton.
It is though. It's a cover of an Eric Clapton song, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. All right, so no one got that one. So we'll revert back to who guessed that one, or whoever just wants to throw something out there.
So I get to go, right?
Sure.
Let's go. Wait, did we do video games for 1,000?
No. Yes.
Just click on it. If we didn't do it, let's do it.
No. You guys did sneaking.
Oh yeah.
Every other video game one is available.
Okay, let's do video games for 800.
Video games for 800. Kay Lumsey is the giant younger brother of the main villain in this 1999 game.
Ding.
You go ahead.
Donkey Kong 64.
And he didn't answer the fucking question.
Correct.
He didn't answer the question.
You're right. Yeah. What is Donkey Kong 64?
Well, it's a game for Nintendo 64 featuring Donkey Kong.
Do you want me to say who is Donkey Kong 64?
No,
I think that's not correct.
I was answering your question answer.
Oh.
So Tim, let's hear how's it going? DK64.
It's going good. So due to COVID quarantine and technical difficulties, I am still on like the first or second world, and I haven't streamed any of it. But that's okay because I'm pretty sure I made a promise to do something. Yeah, I was locked up, yo. I forgot to take my N64. I took my PlayStation instead, which was a very dumb mistake. However, I still really wanted to stream the majority of the game, and so if I can, I want to get that set up. I haven't gotten it to work yet.
You've got 11 days left, or 8 days left.
To beat the base game.
Yep, and by December 1st, if you do not, we agreed to a punishment on air, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How bad could it be? I close on a house on the 2nd. Any mess we make, we can leave here.
Well, now that we're doing video, it could be anything. All right. So, Tim, you get to pick another one.
Okay. I am going to go Noir for 1,000.
Noir for 1,000.
This is gonna get messy. We're not gonna. No,
No.
I still don't.
I have it all figured out.
Okay.
In 1932, this American-British novelist started writing detective fiction after losing his job as an oil company executive during the Great Depression.
Ding.
Yes?
Who is Raymond Chandler?
My man.
What? Man, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
You know how I know that?
Because I had a Raymond Chandler book sitting out when you got home.
You had a Raymond Chandler thing in your Snapchat when you said you got something from him like a week or so ago, and I knew the name was familiar, and so I looked him up. And
Oh,
this
so you had
stuck
that. You
with
had the
me.
home field advantage there.
I did have the home field advantage. I cheated.
All right.
But the reason why I looked him up was because I confused him with Raymond Carver, who is a different famous author.
Oh, no, yeah. Raymond Chandler does a lot of, like, pulp novels that were turned into noir films of the 40s and 50s.
Raymond Carver was, I don't know if he was a novelist, but I've read some of his short stories.
I haven't read anything of his. So, Tim, you get to pick another.
Holidays for 1,000.
Holidays 4,000.
How
Let's see.
hard could this be? I used to have a calendar that told me every holidays.
On this date, we are halfway to Christmas, and some feel it is a reason to celebrate. Don't type.
I'm just kidding.
Is this well, so I mean, I was gonna be like 25 is an odd number, and I'm like, that's a really stupid thing to say.
I mean,
June 13th.
ooh, so close, Tim.
Ding. What or when is it? June 15th.
June 25th, guys. Christmas is on the 25th.
But is that exactly halfway?
No, but it's half Christmas.
Oh, but what?
Well, so it's literally called half Christmas.
Yeah, June 25th. It's half Christmas, baby.
I was trying to fish
I was
for
counting the days.
I was trying to fish for the date of Juneteenth, but then I was like, it's really weird and passive aggressive that he said, and some feel it is a reason to celebrate.
I would never say that. All right.
Make Juneteenth a national holiday.
Yeah, Juneteenth should be a national. That's my sister's birthday too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
right.
Did we get it or
no? I think Nathaniel
we
picks now. We
All
defer to Nathaniel.
Let's do pandemics for 800.
Pandemics for 800. That has already been done, but
right.
200 through 600 is still available.
Okay, let's do
bay sizes.
What's the middle one? I have it covered by Dr.
Podcasts or LA.
Okay, let's do podcast for 1,000.
Podcasts for 1,000. Oh, this is a good one.
I feel like I got this. I just finished 5 years worth of startup episodes in like a month and a half.
Oh, perfect. Then you should know this.
Gimlet.
Oh, that's not right. Why does it keep doing that? How many episodes to date has Dry Run Podcast released?
Fuck you.
Ding.
Yes.
How many is 8? Fuck.
Tim, don't look at your phone. What are you doing?
I'm not looking at my
Tim's
phone. I'm
looking
looking
at
at the release calendar taped on my mirror.
Oh, there you go. I mean, that should have everything, except for a couple new ones.
Well, yeah, it's just got October. And honestly, I'm starting to wonder if this is an out-of-date October calendar based on some of these dates. But I'm gonna go with 9.
You got a question.
8
question,
and 9.
bro.
You guys are so close. There has been 10. This is our 11th episode.
The 11th episode, spectacular.
Yes, there are.
Is this the next one to be released?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
We're such good fucking hosts.
Yeah.
Wait, like to the public?
No, I haven't.
I thought only
any
we
of
could
these
see
to the
this.
public.
Like my mom is watching. My mom is not watching.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Sally. I mean,
Hi, Sally.
hi. I'll beep it.
Beep
all right,
it.
somebody gets to pick.
Beep.
I'm gonna take noir for 800.
Noir
I don't know shit. I don't know
for
shit about noir.
800. Ooh, this might be the toughest one.
Why is it 1,000?
This 1955 noir stars
That's a great
Robert
question.
Meacham as Reverend Harry Powell, a serial killer who has love and hate written on his knuckles. Tim, I have told you this in a group chat almost a year and a half ago.
What is Dirty Harry?
No, unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Dirty Harry's a dirty cop, right?
No, it's a Western starring
Okay.
Clint Eastwood.
Yikes. That's why I don't know it. Fuck Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Anything from Nathaniel? This is probably the toughest question, guys.
1955? No, dude, I have no fucking idea.
What is The Night of the Hunter? But that is the first time you've ever seen anyone with love and hate written on their knuckles.
Oh, so they came up with that trope.
So
Yes.
they're the founders.
Did he have
of,
it? Did he have it tattooed on like the character did, or did he
Yes.
literally just write? Okay.
He had it tattooed, and then you see like the like Do the Right Thing. They've got the brass knuckles of love and hate.
So
That's an homage to Night of the Hunter.
Wait,
he was the OG of scenecore rap. He was
Yeah.
the first scenecore rapper.
wow, big mood. Wait, but so is that movie any good? Like,
It is fantastic. I can lend it to you. I love that movie.
Is it scary or is it like?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Does
a
he
horror.
kill? Does he kill more people than the German guy kills in M?
I mean, it's alluded to that he's killed a lot of people, but he's kind of after just these two children.
Okay. So it has other parallels to M.
Yeah, he's not like a pedophile though.
But he's
What's
but he's a
M?
child killer.
M is a really good German movie
Okay.
about a pedophile.
M is M is a pre-Nazi post-World War One.
You look like
Yeah.
Geraldo Rivera, Inga.
Thanks. That's what I'm going for. No, I'm going for the 70s Trebek.
Okay.
So someone gets to pick another one.
Well, you look like Geraldo. So I'm gonna go. Let's do podcast 800.
Podcasts for 800. Podcasting was invented in this year by Adam Curry and Dave Weiner.
Who the fuck are those people?
The people aren't important.
Who invented podcast?
2001. When is 2001?
That is incorrect. But I will say that pod is an important part of podcasting. There was another invention around that time with the word pod in it that,
Oh, AirPods.
Well, yeah. Did Apple not coin the term podcasting?
They may have.
When is 2007?
If you guys split the difference, you're right there.
So it was like 2004 or something?
2004.
Right.
All right. Next question. Anyone gets to pick. You guys got a nope on
I
that
picked the
one.
last
Holidays for 800.
What was that? What'd you say?
I was louder, so holidays for 800.
Holidays for
I didn't even say
800.
anything.
Oh, I thought you.
Well, I didn't even hear what you were saying. Oh, I like this one. This delicious Thanksgiving side is made using cream of mushroom soup, and your host wishes he was eating some now.
Ding.
Tim?
What is green bean casserole?
Yep.
Oh shit!
God, that sounds so fucking good.
I know.
I
my
haven't
mouth is
eaten
watering
anything
when
all
I
day
wrote
today, and we're talking about Thanksgiving this whole episode.
this. All right, Tim, you get
Something
to
about
pick
your
it.
mouth watering. The combination of your mouth watering and cream of mushroom soup is just so disgusting.
It's not
Yeah.
though. It just sounds really nice.
No, I love green bean casserole. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, with the fucking like the dried crunched onion shit on top. Yeah.
Yep.
Bomb. All right, let's do holidays for 6.
Holidays for 6.
Is one of these going to be a daily double?
No, there's not any daily doubles. This first day of the month holiday is featured in the 1973 film The Wicker Man.
When is May Day?
That is correct.
Fuck.
I actually, for the first time, watched The Wicker Man on May Day, and I did not plan it.
Was it any good?
It's a good movie, yeah, but it was
The Nicolas
insane.
Cage one?
It was no. The
supposed
original.
to be one of the funniest
Is
movies
the original
ever.
Wicker Man an Irish movie? Or am I
Yeah.
just saying that because
It's an
takes place
island
there?
off of Ireland, I believe.
Okay.
And they all kind of speak.
Other really good fucking Irish movie that I really, really keep plugging is Zardoz. I feel like I might rewatch that later.
Never seen it. All right,
The
Tim,
Leprechaun 4.
back to you.
You ever seen that one?
The Leprechaun 4. Holidays for 4.
Holidays for 4. On the second Monday in October, we celebrate this holiday, honoring the Native American peoples.
I mean, I know what it is, but I just want to be like a tongue-in-cheek asshole about it. It's Indigenous Peoples Day, but I was going to be
That is correct.
funny and say Christopher Columbus Day.
And this is a moment that I just want to take to say, fuck Columbus Day. It's Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be Columbus Day much longer.
The tides are turning.
Well, I don't think we need to celebrate a man who like literally wrote about loving rape in his diary. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, dude. Fuck that.
And Tim, again.
I'll take holidays for 2 on that note.
Holidays for 2. On this holiday, many children decorate their homes and classrooms with paper cutouts of their hands. Gobble, gobble.
Ding.
Nathaniel?
What?
Did you beat me to that?
I didn't know. Do we have to finish? Like, wait for him to finish, or can
No,
we, like,
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think you do. Yeah, actually.
Hold on. Let me just make sure this isn't a trick question here.
Your lights are going like this.
When is Thanksgiving?
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right,
Dude, I'm
Nathaniel,
fucking good at
the
this game.
board is yours.
I'm addicted. Let's do holidays for 200.
That's the question you just answered.
All right, let's do
Holidays are empty. No more empty.
All right, let's do video games for 200.
Video games for 200. This 1993 first-person shooter features.
What is Doom? What is Doom?
Features a space marine fighting his way through hordes of demons from hell. What is Dune? That is Doom. That is correct.
No, I said Doom. I said
wrong.
Doom.
I don't think there have been very many successful Dune video games or computer games. They've tried, but I don't know if they ever sold well.
Nathaniel, up to you.
Let's go podcast for 200.
Podcasts for 200. Where is it? There it is. Also known as Bropra, this podcaster signed a giant deal to be exclusively released through Spotify.
Ding.
Yes.
Who is Joe Rogan?
That is correct.
Bropra?
Yeah, I've never heard that, but as soon as I saw bro, I'm like Joe Rogan.
That may be a name that I gave him.
Never heard of that. Okay, interesting.
I don't know. I may have heard that somewhere, but
Bropra
Bropra is pretty good.
That is pretty funny. If he's not known as that, he will be soon.
All right, Nathaniel.
Let's go. Have we done a podcast for 600 yet?
No, we have not.
Let's do that one.
Ooh, you should have did 4. That's all right though. Hey guys, this long-running Adult Swim series started as a podcast. The wording of the question is important on this one. Hey guys.
Long running, huh?
Perhaps said by a man named Greg.
Ding. What is on cinema at the cinema?
That is correct.
I actually have no idea what the fuck that is.
I was thinking of it starting as a YouTube series, but I guess it's also technically a podcast.
It was a podcast first, like okay. audio only.
What is that? I don't even know if I've heard of that.
Well,
Tim Heidecker and Greg Turkington do like really, really badly executed on purpose reviews of movies, and they
Of
pretend
like
to be film
bad
buffs,
movies. Yeah,
but
yeah.
like
It's
they
long
just
running.
You can borrow
it's been
my
going for
On
years.
Cinema reader.
Really?
No, it's in its 11th season.
Really? Holy shit!
But Adult
Yeah,
Swim
they
dropped it.
do like a live Oscars special every year where they like live stream during the entire Oscars. It's crazy, actually. They
Yeah, it's
last year's one, Greg Turkington painted himself up like the Joker for the fucking promo of it. It was hilarious. He's just sitting there, just like
yeah, like the old Joker, like the Jack Nicholson Joker. All right, so Tim, you get to pick the next question.
all right, podcast for
400.
Podcast for 400. This daily New York Times podcast is
Ding.
hosted by Michael Barbaro. Yes?
What is
Nathaniel?
the Daily?
The Daily is correct.
I thought it was Michael Birbiglia. I'm
You're
just kidding.
thinking of Mike Birbiglia, but no,
Mike
it is not.
Birbiglia.
Michael Birbiglia.
And then
Every time in my head when he says, "I'm Michael Barbaro, see you tomorrow," every time he says that, I like say a different name instead in my head. So it's a little fun game I do. I'm Mike Birbiglia. See you tomorrow. I'm Michael.
They did that on the Comedy Bang Bang TV
my name is
show.
Michael Bob. Well, oh, really?
Oh, like
Yeah, they
Hot
would
Saucerman?
they would give a bullshit name for Scott Aukerman on screen every time they announced him.
Yeah. Shop Taco Man and stuff.
Yeah,
Nathaniel,
stuff like that.
you get to pick another.
Let's do what do we have left in? I know I'm fucked on Noir, and I'm probably fucked on Holidays too, to be honest.
I think Holidays is done.
Holidays
Holidays
done.
is done. Let's do Pandemics for whatever's the highest amount we haven't done yet. 600, 800?
Pandemics for 600. This year marked the beginning of a deadly outbreak of influenza that tore across the globe.
Ding. When is 1918?
That is correct.
Although, to be perfectly fair, I think there were more than one of these.
Yeah, this was the most prominent influenza outbreak.
The Spanish flu?
And how many? Yeah, the so-called Spanish flu. How many people did that kill? Was it 15 million?
Don't have any information on that, unfortunately.
Hey Siri, how many people did the Spanish flu of 1918 kill?
Here's what I found from Wikipedia.org. Lasting from February 1918 to April 1920, it infected 500 million people. About a third of the world's population at the time, in 4 successive waves. The death toll is typically estimated to have been somewhere between 17 million and 50 million, and possibly as high as 100 million,
shit.
making it one of the deadliest pandemics in human history.
One of?
That's insane.
One of the deadliest?
More deadly would have had to have been one of the Black Death, but that's the thing, is there was more than one Black Death. They just when they're lazy, they group it all into one because it's easier to talk about.
How did they know how many people like the Black Death killed? Like how would they have any idea?
You look at church records, you look at grave sites, you do estimates, you look at historical records of how many people were around at the time. They've done things like they've looked at how quickly the forest grew back because there weren't as many people cutting them down anymore, like all that kind of shit.
All right, Tim, it is to you.
Pandemics for 4.
Pandemics for 4. This American physician
like
was
something.
honored with a bobblehead inducted into the Bobblehead Hall of Fame, located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for his work on the COVID-19 outbreak.
Well, ouch! I mean, ding! That's ouchie Fauci. That's Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Anthony Fauci is correct.
Ding! Who is Anthony Fauci?
Yeah,
I think is correct, motherfucker.
He's got you there.
He does got me there. That's a steal.
All right, I will not give Nathaniel the points, but I will allow him to pick the next category.
A worthy compromise.
This is the funnest part. Let's do. What do we have left in video game? Oh wait, no, podcast for 400. The one you said that I should have done last time.
That was the daily one. It's already been said.
Oh shit. Oh, so is podcasting done?
Podcasts and holidays are done. Okay. Video games has 2 more.
Let's do one of the 2 in video games.
Lower or higher?
Higher.
Okay. Video games for 600. This video game character has sex with actor Josh Gad in the 2000 film Pixels?
Fuck, I can't. Was it okay? Ding.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, I think I know
now
what
I'm
it
having
is.
second
I think I
guesses.
know. I think I know what it is.
I was gonna say Ding. Who is Miss Pac-Man?
That is incorrect, but I will say
Ding. Who is Qbert?
that is correct.
Oh, that's right. I knew it was something like that. Nice.
All right,
Very
Tim.
similarly shaped.
Yeah. And he's got a suction mouth, if you know what I mean. All right, Tim, up to you.
The lowest of video games, whatever's
The
left.
last of video games. Video games for 4.
His mouth is pretty much just like
This
a fleshlight.
1998 Insomniac Games title features a hero who runs, flies, and spits fire to save his
Ding.
fellow species. Yes?
Who or what is Spyro?
That is correct. I may have gotten the platinum trophy for Spyro 1, not but yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just cleanup aspect.
You gotta go back and find all those fucking gems.
Yep, I did it while I was
Is that rewarding when you've been like working on like a cleanup for
yeah,
like 2 hours
got
and
the
you're like
platinum.
you finally get the
Part
last
of
one, you're
what's
like,
nice about it is
yay.
that you know that you've done literally everything and you never have to touch it again.
Yeah,
So
and
like,
if
you're trying to check it off, especially in a collection of 3, right? I mean, if you're trying to like
I have
check one
2 of
off,
3 done.
that's like the best way of doing it.
Yeah,
Great.
and
Dude, I could not even. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying I was watching football for fantasy football, so it was like something I could listen to and not pay attention to, so I was just mindlessly playing Spyro.
Nice. Yeah, I was just I was looking at. Actually, I wasn't. I just heard that there's 900 Koroks in Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I like that literally sounds like a fucking
999, yeah.
999. Like that sounds like a fucking nightmare because that world is huge and they're everywhere. I think there's like I feel like there's one every like 50 feet. I couldn't. Oh god,
Like
it would be
nothing.
so shit if you had like one left.
It gives you a golden piece of poop that sits in your inventory and does nothing.
That's what you get?
Yeah, you get a golden piece of poop.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you guys seen The Holy Mountain?
That's amazing.
The Alejandro Jodorowsky film?
No.
The Holy Mountain? Oh, there's a Christ figure who at one point shits into like a glass bowl, and then they put him in this big glass container and fume the shit, and he like inhales it, and they do this process and turn it into gold.
Is this like a commentary on like
is it a joke?
Anything?
The Holy Mountain is a lot of things. You just kind of need to see it. It's one of the best films I've ever seen.
Was it criticized for being offensive? Because that sounds
yeah,
punchy.
I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Like
because
what's coming to mind right now is like Piss Christ. Like, do you guys know what Piss Christ is?
No.
It's a sculpture, and it's literally a jar of piss with a big ass crucifix just like sitting in the piss, and it's sealed up. And it was a sculpture, but it's like real piss, and the guy just like threw a crucifix of Jesus, which that's what a crucifix is. It's the Christ with Jesus on it. For those who don't know, they threw that in, and it's just like chilling in the piss.
Yeah, the Holy.
It's not. It doesn't like dissolve over time or at all or anything like that.
It might break. I don't know. I mean, he's probably like a nice, I don't know what material he used. I could look it up.
Maybe that's proof of a miracle that it's still like in such good shape.
Yeah.
Even piss can't degrade Christ.
And
or is it Christ piss? Is that why? Maybe it's supposed to be Christ piss.
And the Holy Mountain is definitely a commentary on like Christ.
It's a photograph, and it's a plastic crucifix in a glass tank of the artist's own urine. And it was criticized because it was sponsored by the National Endowment of the Arts, which is a government agency that funds art projects.
Interesting. Well, you guys are excrement, and I can turn you to gold. Who wants to pick?
Such a douchey thing to say.
Yeah,
Well,
I just picture like you like
now
flashing
when
your
you
like
call me that,
hundreds.
That's the quote from the Holy Mountain, is what the alchemist says to the Christ figure.
pandemics for 4.
Only pandemics for 2 is left.
Pandemics for 2.
And we have teased this question 3 times on an error from my Google Slides. So let's see it. In this family board game, everyone works together to keep the world safe from a global pandemic.
Ding.
Yeah,
What is pandemic?
that is correct.
Okay. No, that's funny because the reason why I thought so hard about that is that there's like a really popular Flash game that I think actually got turned into a real game where you play the virus or like whatever you want
Your
to play, the
goal is to
bacteria
infect
or
as many
virus or whatever.
people. The goal
Yeah,
is to infect everybody, right? Basically,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
kill off humanity.
Yep. I used to play that on Newgrounds. Is when I first.
Yeah, that shit was
first
fun.
played
It was impossible. I never won it. It would always be like Madagascar would close its ports, and then it would be like, well, fuck, Madagascar's an island. Then I'd be fucked.
Yep. Yeah.
Now,
You had
what
to, like,
the
you had to
game
choose like
didn't
traits
take
of
into
the.
account is how many people will break the fucking rules during a pandemic and spread the shit otherwise.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys,
Donald
we
Trump's in
are
office. Like it's just like super fucking easy. You're just like nice.
we are getting
He gives you nucks and pardons you.
we are getting near the end. There are
Take
only
off your masks. He's
there are
wearing the
only
biggest mask I've ever seen.
there are only 2 categories left. Those being noir and LA. A very fitting
God.
end.
I'll take LA for 200.
LA for 200. What do people like to do between living and loving?
Oh, they
Ding.
would.
Yeah, Nathaniel?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Ding.
Tim?
What is laughing?
That is correct.
Oh my God. Damn it.
Live, laugh, love.
When I read living, I immediately thought La Vida Loca. That was going to be my answer. And then I was like, and then I read it. I'm like, hold on, that's not right.
And I will remind you guys.
Super hard. You're just like, I thought you were frozen. I'll be honest. Like you're just sitting there. I thought it was glitched.
I just like shut off my computer. I'm too embarrassed.
And I will tell you guys that the LA category, the answer starts with the letters LA. So remember that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Tim.
LA 4.
LA for 4. Otis Weff reveals that in the war, he was tasked as a sweeper, finding these deadly discs hidden in the fields.
Ding.
Yes?
What are landmines?
That is correct.
Oh my God.
I was just laughing at the name Otis Weff.
And I must say this is a shameless plug for Fargo season 4, which its finale will conclude this Sunday night.
Wow. Spoiler alert.
Y'all should check it out. Otis
Deadly
Weff.
discs. I thought
I've
for
only
sure
heard
this
good
was some
things.
sci-fi stuff, but nope, just human landmines.
Just human landmines. All right, Nathaniel, up to you.
Let's do the. I don't want to end with a bunch of noirs though, so maybe we should get one of those out of the way. Let's
Okay.
do
2 through 6 is available in noirs.
let's do 6.
6. Ooh, I gave this answer in one of my responses earlier. The 2 decades which are generally regarded as the classic period of American film noir.
Ding.
Yes.
What are the so it's 2. I say
Yes.
2, right? 40s and 50s?
That is correct.
Woo! What are the 40s and 50s? Are they numbers? I'm super confused.
Yes. Nathaniel, you get to pick another.
I'm fucking.
We're in our final 4
I know
questions.
so much about noir. Let's
I
do.
know so much about LA Noir.
God. We have 400 for noir.
Yep.
Let's do that.
An attractive and seductive woman, especially one who is likely to cause distress or disaster to a man who becomes involved with her.
Ding.
Yes?
What is a damsel? Oh, shit. That's not right.
Unfortunately, that is
That
incorrect.
is not fucking right.
It is a trope in noir films. It is a character in a trope. It is, I think, a French name. It's got alliteration.
Tim's looking it up.
I'm not looking it up. It is ding. What is la femme fatale?
That is correct.
How is that not in the law category?
I just have femme fatale as the answer.
Yeah,
not
that's
la
why.
femme fatale.
That's why I said it that way. Is because I thought we were in the law category.
No,
It's
no.
like-
I was like,
You
I've never
definitely
heard
looked
it
that
said
shit
that
up.
way before. Like,
He's like
We-
reading it right off the thing.
We
La
are not.
femme fatale.
So Tim, you get to pick. There is L.A. for 6 and 8, and Noir for 2.
L.A. for 6.
L.A. for 6. Oh, perfect.
Let's get some shoes.
This blue banana collecting Kong is freed in the Llama's Temple of the Angry Aztec level.
Wait, what
Ding,
category is
who is Stinky Kong?
Well, this is the L.A. category, so
I'm so confused. Okay, this blue banana collecting Kong.
Yep. Perhaps one of our co-hosts is working on a game that this character is featured in.
Ding, who is Lanky Kong?
That is correct.
So you just get 2 guesses and I get 0. What is this?
You weren't
Yeah,
going fast
I mean,
enough.
it was Nathaniel's guess.
I was gonna say Lanky Kong.
Though you got the correct answer, Tim, I'm gonna give it to Nathaniel. But
I was gonna say Lost Stanky Kong.
but I will let Tim pick the next category.
LA for 8.
LA for 8. This California brewery, founded in a town of the same name, is known for crafting
Ding.
beers such as Super Cluster and a
Fuck
little
you.
something something. Yes,
Sounded
Nathaniel?
big. Leinenkugels. I'm
What
just kidding.
is hold up. What
Wait,
is
no,
Lagunitas?
What do you mean
What
hold
is-
up? Hold up.
Lagunitas. That is
Well,
correct.
you fucked me up by saying Leinenkugels. And I was like, oh no.
This is a hilarious bit.
There was a time when I went to Smalley's when I was like freshly 21, and I tried to order a Lagunitas, and I was like, "Can I get a Legonitis?"
Laguntas? I get that a lot as a server. Laguntas?
Laguntis.
All right, the
Which just
final,
sounds gross.
the
And then
final,
I answer with you cut off. And
The
I just ignore him.
final Jeopardy for Nathaniel. LA for 200, or Noir for 200. This 1974 noir film stars Jack Nicholson and is directed by Roman Polanski.
No idea.
We have discussed it in our Monster of the Monster Movie Month. It's a film that it was on the border. I was comfortable liking, and then I found out that Roman Polanski did his stuff after it, so I'm fully comfortable liking.
Didn't you do it at Jack Nicholson's house?
He did, yes, and it was after the filming of this.
I'm still comfortable with it.
I'm just very
I
distracted
know what
by that
what
now.
this is.
It
but
was
I
2
can't
years
remember the name.
after the film was released.
I know. I know what the answer is. I just can't
And
remember.
it's
the name.
and it's like, come on,
Chinatown. What is Chinatown?
that
what
was
is
it.
Chinatown? That is correct. All right, guys.
What a fun little callback.
Tim
That concludes
punched my shit in.
our Jeopardy, and I just want to say, R.I.P. Alex Trebek.
Oh, you do kind of look like him.
Yeah, I was going for this one.
A little bit. I mean, you look more like Geraldo Rivero, but
One thing that's interesting is how curly his hair used to be.
Yeah. I'm gonna start
Do
tabulating
white people
points.
with curly hair lose their curls as they get older, or what
what if he
happened?
always had that hair on the right and
What
he
if it
just
was a
like wore that
perm?
wig on the left? He just like slid that right on. Shoo.
I bet he had a perm, dude. That's hilarious.
He's a good looking guy.
He was
Yeah.
a good-looking guy.
He will be
mean, he
missed.
He was 80,
He had a face made for
82?
Jeopardy.
I'm gonna tabulate the points quick. If you guys want to just keep discussing amongst yourselves, and I will get the results shortly.
Well, as you can see,
So
I've
Alex
given up on
Trebek,
wearing my mask.
he means so much to so many people only because he was the host of Jeopardy for just an insanely long time. Is that, or like are there any other reasons that I'm missing?
I think he
I
did a
think
lot
that
of
was
charity
almost
work and stuff.
Yeah, he did a
He
lot of
did?
that stuff, but Jeopardy was pretty much the entirety of his like important career, as far as I know.
So he was just like a big part of people's lives. Like,
he was
in that way.
in an episode of the X-Files.
Really?
Yep.
As himself?
I don't think so. Yeah, so how are you guys feeling? Conversation's still going.
I'm sad.
Oh, with Alex Trebek's death.
No,
I
yeah,
know.
no. I mean, it's a big bummer. I don't know. I think what you believe that somebody as rich and famous as him can pay for any number of treatments and make your cancer magically go away, but that's not really how it works. And
nobody commented on my group chat them being able to kill cancer cells.
Oh, I saw that.
Kill cancer cells with what?
CRISPR. Like they're able to like target like individual like cancer cells and
They just go for the
them there.
cancer cells DNA?
Something like that. I don't know.
I think that's what CRISPR would do, right?
Yeah. It doesn't kill any.
CRISPR is basically a versatile DNA scissors, from what I understand.
Yeah, it's working on mice, and like they think that they can get it out to humans in like 2 years, but it I don't know. It said a bunch of things like it doubled the lifespan of like mice with cancer, like whatever, the cancer cells. So I'm not 100% sure. Like,
And it doubles the lifespan of somebody without cancer cells?
I don't know. I don't know. You're gonna have to read the article. I don't have it in front of me, but it seemed pretty exciting. It was like a top news story today.
Yeah, I think it's promising.
You sound super excited about it.
So the results are in. Coming in third place are questions that were wrong or not answered, with 46 points. Coming in second place with 51 points is Nathaniel.
Wait, points? I thought we were playing for like Jeopardy money.
All right, let me start over. Third place with unanswered questions is $4,600. Coming in second place with $5,100 is Nathaniel. And coming in first place with $8,300.
Holy shit!
Tim. These are not real dollars.
No, they're not.
They are not real dollars. I will add them into the dry run fund, so we can keep bringing you guys, our listeners and viewers now. I always say viewers, but I mean listeners. But this time I fucking mean viewers too. If you're watching this, sick dude, send us like a nasty comment. Say like, oh, this sucked. Or, oh, the quality was really bad.
Call me a slur.
Okay. Also, if you want to review or rate us in Apple Podcasts, if you give us 5 stars and give us a review, we will read it on air. We will say whatever nasty shit you say. We'll say it on air.
Yeah.
And we'll
have read mean tweets, as they say.
Yeah, we'll have Tim read it, so you can say whatever nasty word or slur you want, because I know I've heard it out his mouth before. No, that's not true.
Yeah, the second the camera cuts, Tim's just slurring and nasty as you could ever be. So Tim, you won Jeopardy, but I won Halloween.
But you've lost the war.
Nathaniel won Halloween. Tim won Thanksgiving. Who will win Christmas? Stay tuned.
Dun.
I would like to say that I really did win Thanksgiving in a big way, actually. I've had this massive box sitting.
Does that say oven on fire?
It does say oven on fire. Yes, I wish we could do like a flip of this. We could just read all the text of it. But I received this package.
Wait. Hold on. Let me get this normal. Oh no, my window is super small now.
Please stand by.
I fucked everything up. I just want to go to the normal view. The fuck?
Oh, I just hit. Oh, wait. I'm not controlling this. Dude, my mouse is fucked up. I'm just kidding.
Well, a pretty big ass box though, actually.
Okay, so what is this? Oven on fire?
This is something that I have been waiting on for a couple months now. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it because it was not easy to get. So there is this I don't know if you'd call them a boutique, a company, a store called Concepts in New York City and Boston, actually. And they are known for doing very zany, artsy clothing and shoe collaborations. And they say it's not a Thanksgiving shoe, but they totally did a Thanksgiving shoe this year. And so it came in. I haven't looked at this at all yet. I literally have not opened this. It came in this box that says oven on fire, roast your friends in front of their friends. And it's got a bunch of other weird little shit written on it, like don't smoke crack, who is Earl Johnson? And that's a great question. I don't know who Earl Johnson is, but I thought it would be cool if we popped it open here and saw what the fuck was inside.
Yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat. I literally have no idea what this is.
Okay.
Did you say that these are shoes or no? I don't know, whatever.
Shoes and a bunch of other shit. So
okay.
so we got this. Like this is the biggest shoe box that I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna try to figure out how to like shake this out. The box that this shipped in is actually really cool, and I kind of want to keep it. So I'm gonna try to not fuck it up too bad. But what the fuck? Dude, this is crazy. Look at this. Okay, so the box that this comes in is a giant fucking burning oven. Like the oven is like on smoke, and if you flip it over here, you can see the Concept.
Oh yeah, there's
logo.
the oven door.
Yeah, and this is
Concepts.
it's an oven that is on fire, and that's why it says it on the box. But what is inside of it is a shoe called the Turduncan. So a Turduncan,
Wait, Turducken, isn't it? Oh, Turduncan.
Yeah. So it's a Nike Dunk, and it is a Turduncan Nike Dunk. And so I'm trying to think about how I can show this here. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And so the box opens from the top. Actually, it's got this double like treasure chest.
Are those
opening
Nerf?
thing. This is a Nerf Turkey Vortex. So it comes with a turkey leg Nerf ball, and it looks like the other sections of whatever is in here. It looks like there's actually nothing in them. It's like it's just
we can't see it.
But you can't see it. Okay, so here. So the top part is like it literally got these like sections in here for show, which unfortunately they don't seem to have anything in them. But like it's just like a TV dinner tray that's got this Nerf, that's got this turkey leg Nerf ball that Concepts did with Nerf. And I looked this up actually. Nerf sold it separately on their website 1 week ago, and it's gone. You can't get it. But it's like pretty creative. Concepts is known for their humor, so like they got like a serving size thing on the back. It says like one Nerf ball. But so yeah, so it's got this fucking, actually there's a bigger Nerf than I expected too. But so yeah, then inside the chest we can I'm trying to figure out.
No, we can see it.
Yeah, so I've got the so like sneakers tend to come with like tissue paper kind of shit. So like this is no exception. This is the turkey of the Turduncan, and it's just a beautiful piece of it's a piece of paper. It's nothing more than that really, but it's cool. Then so
This is it.
many people know Nike SB for coming in these rainbow boxes lately. The Quick Strikes come in a couple different kinds of boxes, so they're not always rainbow like this. But upon opening, the first and most
with
important
socks?
thing that you see is that it comes with socks. They are socks of chicken feet for you to stuff into the duck, which is the shoe. So we have these these Nike SB Concepts, again, branded chicken foot socks that, as far as I know, these only came with the shoes. It's the only way to get these Nike Dry Fit socks.
Wait,
And
a turducken, are they chicken feet or are they?
yeah, so a turducken is a chicken stuffed into a duck, stuffed into a turkey. So
Oh, I
you
didn't know
saw the
chicken was part of
turkeys.
it.
Yeah, so you saw
Was the end?
the chicken with the chicken feet, right? And you saw the turkey, which is basically the oven and the paper. But what about the duck? The duck is the most important part of this this package, this collaboration here, and so right off the bat, we can see we got some cranberry colored laces, for the
Whoa,
cranberry
that's
sauce.
sick.
If I open this puppy up and I carefully pull one of these out, you can see the shoe. I'm trying to figure out how to do this without destroying this. Yeah, so it's got iridescent blue swoosh, bring it around the side to iridescent green on the other side. This edge is like flocked laser cut leather to make it look like chicken feet. It's got fuzzy down in the back and like soft suede in the front. It's got two-tone hunter print. The inside of the shoe is this like duck pattern toile that like looks like old school wallpaper. And then the tongue of the shoe, it might be hard to see on camera here, but it actually says SB Duck High. So instead of dunk, it says duck.
Oh.
And oh, nice. Good. I'm glad I opened this up. So you can see that these are the gravy laces, right? Clearly gravy for your turkey, gravy for your duck, whatever. Attached to the other shoe, it's a pair of yellow laces, probably for corn. So you get your you get your gravy, you get your cranberries, you get your corn, all on your very edible duck. This is literally the first time I'm looking at these shoes, so I'm a little bit overwhelmed. But so a quick strike, for those who don't know, is what you call a Nike that is going to be very limited, very hard to get, and usually a pain in the ass to get, very unfair to get. And so last Saturday at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Eastern, I was nice and wide awake sitting in the laundry room of my parents' cabin because I was quarantining out there, and it had the best quality of internet in the entire house. And I did that to try to be one of the first people to buy this stupid fucking oven box with shoes in it. And now that I did, I'm already seeing that it's enormously difficult to put back together. um, but yeah, I just I thought that in the spirit of Thanksgiving we would take a look, and this was highly sought after and shown on all over Instagram for months and months, weeks and weeks. And so to to have a pair of this from Concepts and Nike SB, pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah,
So
that is
yeah.
sick.
Is this the first year that they've done something like this, or for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, so they've never done a Thanksgiving shoe before. For those who are interested, if you Google Nike SB Concepts, you can see some of the things they've done in the past. They've done, usually it's dunks. They've done like one that looks like it's covered in stained glass windows. They did another one called the Holy Grail, where the entire shoe is in like this iridescent kind of pink diamond, like patent leather material, almost like a 90s girl's like tote bag or something. and then it had like lace charms that were like gold skulls. So like they get really creative. They if Concepts makes a shoe, it's going to be really wild. They just did a jacket with Canada Goose, that like really expensive jacket company that you get, if you're going to like Antarctica or something. And those jackets are like $1,000, but they are completely reflective, which is crazy.
So what's your what are you going to do with those shoes? Are they going to be for you, or are you going to resell them?
I was thinking about reselling them. I think that they are too beautiful to resell. I think that they're going to sit on a shelf for a while, and I will probably wear them every now and then. But I mean,
The thing is
this is like this is like how do you not show off the packaging on something like this? Like it's just so cool. Like it's like it's really a work of art. I mean, even the box it shipped in, which is like literally like it has like my address on the shipping label on the bottom side of it, and I kind of feel like if you try to resell this, somebody probably wants this box too. And like, I don't know, do I try to like water dab off my address label? Like, how do you do that? I don't know.
I mean, how many times are you going to wear that shoe though? I mean, it's a Thanksgiving shoe. You're going to wear it like,
Well, it's only a Thanksgiving shoe insofar as you keep everything together, right? I mean, otherwise it's just a shoe with, like a green, a crazy green tongue and swooshes and stuff like that. But so the problem is that this is what's called the special box. So it's got all this extra shit in it, right? It's got the socks, it's got the oven box, it's got the oven on fire shipping box, it's got the Nerf vortex thing. The special box is way more limited than just the box with the shoes itself. They made extras of those. So those sell for less than this. This is worth a lot more. Having said that, because the shoes themselves without special box just came out, that lowered the price of everything. So if I wanted to resell it, I would probably have to wait a little while anyway to get a good amount of money. I could still make probably $300 off this, but I could
you
make
could make $300 off of it.
Easy, totally.
Oh my God, you should do that.
I could make 700 if I wait a year. It's
well, maybe wait a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I said,
but
I
mean,
feel like
if you can make 700 off,
it looks awesome on a shelf.
I mean, does it look like $700 on a shelf though? I mean, I'm just saying that if you can make $700 off of it, like I personally, I mean, I don't know.
Well, and again, this is why I harass people with links to to these raffles for these kinds of things, because some of them are and again saying something is worth something, it's worth something to somebody who wants to pay that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no pair of shoes is worth $1,000, just to be clear. But I mean, like somebody might buy this special box for like $700 to $1,000.
But what would you get out of it? Like, would you get $700 out of it or however much, $700 plus what you paid for it out of it by just wearing it like 3 times a year? Like, are you going to go up to everyone that like you see that day and be like, hey, like, have you noticed my shoes? Like, these are like these special.
That would be
like, they're just going to be shoes to anyone
desperate.
else.
And they should just be shoes to anyone else. One thing that I'm very much looking forward to. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. However, I really like them, and so the other thing is, I mean, I think they can sit for a while, and then I can see what what they're going to be worth once people forget about them and remember them again. It's like stock, right? It ebbs and flows, and as soon as more of them come out, then people think the price drops and people stop caring about it. But then once some time has gone by and people realize that they really can't get their hands on it anymore, that's when you start to see prices creep back up. So I don't know, we'll see.
Well, one thing I know for sure is on our second annual dry run Thanksgiving Jeopardy game, I hope you're wearing them.
Ooh.
That would be a good how much is it worth like question. Like, how much is the 2020 turducken shoes worth.
Yeah, no, and
Nike
that's what,
Dunks for
no, and
700. Tim,
and
do
yeah,
you?
and
Yeah.
getting
Exactly.
into a like a what would you be willing to pay, or like what do you think other people have been willing to pay for something? That's a classic game that I've wanted to cover on here many times as a segment, but I think it's better with video. So if we return to a video format in the near future, that's something that I'll probably have lined up, because yeah, it's with video, it's very easy to show you guys and the audience and items and be like, hey, what do you think somebody would pay for this? Would you buy this? Not necessarily what they paid for it, but do you like it? Is this a drip or a skip? And so yeah, that's something that I'd like to be looking into in here on the future, especially in the spirit of ripping off other people's podcast ideas.
Yeah, and we
For
do,
sure.
speaking of video and ripping off other people's podcast ideas, we definitely do have some video stuff in the future. I know our 2 episodes ago, we did our Sauce for the Troops episode where we ate hot sauce for Veterans Day. And we have talks about doing like a video form of that where we're
Hot sauce for the troops.
it's just sauce for the troops. And we're in
Sauce
talks
for Sarge.
yeah, we're in talks of doing a real video version of that, a la Hot Ones, so you can see my face when I slurp up that pool of hot sauce in my palm.
It was genuinely big. It was like, if I were to give I would say it was about that big, about the size of a quarter.
Except for
And
he'll be wearing like a
And maybe about the
stall
depth of a
helm
quarter too. It
with
was-
one of those like German pointies coming out of the top.
Yeah, so we're working on stuff here, and I know it may seem like all we have is to talk about movies and do trivia because that's 70% of our episodes, but we got other stuff coming.
70% of what we do in our free time.
Yeah, we got other stuff coming.
Trivia,
so,
just like
so dry run
Trivia.
And for those of you revisiting this in 5 years when we have that hit podcast, that hit idea, and you're like, where did it all start? Well, right here, guys. This is where it all started. You're on the
Right
ground
here,
floor.
thanks to Concept.
You're on the ground floor when I think Nathaniel's the only one. Actually, Nathaniel's not even on the ground floor. He's the sub basement level. And I believe Tim and I are on the second floor, so no one's on the ground floor technically.
yeah,
but
the ground floor is open. If anyone,
theoretically, the ground floor, we are all on it listening to this podcast. Yeah, so I think eat some cranberries, yell at your family via Zoom.
Yeah, tell them I said fuck you.
Yep, do that. Yeah, I think that might conclude our.
oh, my Audacity fucking quit. Like,
Really?
oh my god, dude.
When?
No, you're kidding.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
He's
We're
kidding. It doesn't matter. We have the Zoom record. But anyway, enjoy your holiday.
And
Thank
for
God.
fuck's sake, wear a mask. Like if you're gonna be around your family, which like I get, like sometimes it's impossible to say no to those people. Like fucking wear a mask. Like, do you like this is like the marshmallow? Mike Kaplan said this is like the marshmallow experiment. Do you want to eat one Thanksgiving with your family now and risk it all? Or do you want to just like sit this one out because Thanksgiving is fucking stupid anyway, and maybe get many more with your family in the future?
Yeah, I mean,
and you're
just,
referring to the experiment where children can get a marshmallow now or get like 5 in the future.
Yeah, and the economically privileged children do vastly better because they don't have to worry about food security and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it's still a fascinating experiment. It's just they're missing some things.
fuck Thanksgiving. You can get a turkey, some cold cuts. Make yourself all the leftover sandwiches that you want, and let's see what's going on around fucking Christmas time.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said they're desperate to get rid of large turkeys this year. It's going to be a
Yeah.
good year if you're trying to buy a big bird.
If everyone holds out, we'll get free fucking turkeys.
I honestly
cancels Thanksgiving.
I totally get that though, because I got 2 large turkeys right here.
Dog,
Oh, you
I'm
fucker!
I'm boycotting Minnesota's own
fucker.
Jenny O this year in demand of getting a live turkey instead of a dead one.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, like Papa Murphy's has like take and bake pizzas. Why don't they have like take and slaughter turkeys?
Yeah, like where I can just like eviscerate it in my backyard.
All right, now on that note, I
just
think
blow it up. Just M80s. Just
on that note, I think we conclude our
wow.
combined
Thanksgiving
4th of July
special.
and Thanksgiving. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, we'll
And
conclude
as
it.
of the conclusion of this recording, I still have not gotten an email about whether or not I am infective.
Oh, good.
So the
Hopefully you're
Friday.
negative.
I can only assume I'm negative, but we don't do assumptions these days because it makes an ass out of you and me.
And Tion.
And Tion, cousin Tion.
All right. Yeah, sick. Happy Thanksgiving. Tell your family you love them, but in a way that's digitally. All right. Good night, folks.
Send him an "I love you" gif, and then don't talk to him for another year.